In June of 1815, one battle changed European history forever. One battle ended the reign of Napoleon Bonaparte, destroyed his empire, and turned one of history's greatest military minds into a fallen legend. That battle was the Battle of Waterloo. To understand why Waterloo mattered so much, you first have to understand who Napoleon was before it. For years, Napoleon seemed unstoppable. He rose from a relatively unknown officer during the French Revolution to Emperor of France. His armies conquered much of Europe through speed, strategy, and ruthless efficiency. Kingdoms collapsed in front of him. Entire nations feared him, but power creates enemies. After years of war, European powers united against France. In 1814, Napoleon was forced to abdicate and was exiled to the island of Elba. For most leaders, that would have been the end, but not Napoleon. Less than a year later, he escaped exile and returned to France. And something unbelievable happened. Soldiers sent to arrest him instead joined him. Thousands rallied behind their former emperor as he marched toward Paris. This dramatic return became known as the 100 Days, but Europe immediately prepared for war. Britain, Prussia, Austria, and Russia knew one thing. If Napoleon won again, he could rebuild his empire. So they moved quickly to destroy him before he regained full strength. Napoleon's plan was simple but risky. He wanted to defeat the Allied armies separately before they could fully unite. In June 1815, his forces marched into modern-day Belgium, where British forces under Duke of Wellington and Prussian forces under Gebhard Leberecht von Blücher prepared to stop him. Then came Waterloo. At first, Napoleon still looked dangerous. Even after years of war, his battlefield instincts remained brilliant. French attacks pushed hard against Allied positions throughout the day, but several critical problems began destroying Napoleon's chances. Heavy rain delayed the French attack, giving enemy forces more time to prepare. Communication errors created confusion. Some of Napoleon's commanders failed to coordinate effectively. And most importantly, the Prussian army arrived before Napoleon could finish Wellington's forces. Suddenly, the French army faced pressure from multiple directions. The battlefield turned into chaos. French cavalry charges failed. Infantry assaults collapsed under heavy fire. Napoleon's legendary army began losing morale. For the first time in years, the image of invincibility shattered completely. Then came the moment that changed everything. The French Imperial Guard, Napoleon's most elite soldiers, launched one final desperate attack. These men almost never retreated, but at Waterloo, they failed. And when the Imperial Guard broke, the entire French army collapsed with them. Panic spread across the battlefield. Soldiers fled. The empire Napoleon spent years building disappeared in a single evening. After Waterloo, Napoleon surrendered once again. This time, the British exiled him far away to the remote island of St. Helena, where escape was impossible. He would die there years later, far from the glory he once commanded. Waterloo became more than just a battle. It became a symbol of how quickly power can disappear. Napoleon once ruled much of Europe. Kings feared him. Armies followed him across continents. But in the end, one defeat erased everything. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to like, share, and subscribe for more history videos exploring the rise and fall of history's greatest empires and leaders.